Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I don't wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Whip it, shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the... the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, it's Love. And his first pass is incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental.
Play action. It's Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Got the ball at the 47-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The first carry for the second-year man, Joe Mixon. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Clayton Gathers makes the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Dalton throwing on second down. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts offense, Charles, heading out here. And this is a franchise, it's hard to know what to make of it. You know, if they can keep number 12 out there, keep him healthy, you think they're going to be okay. Without him, though, it's really a completely different team, isn't it?
It certainly is, and it feels like a complete makeover in order, and they're trying to get that done. But I remember when they drafted number 12, Andrew Luck, they were predicted to be a last-place team. Instead, they went to the playoffs right out of the gate, first few years of his career. So to me, it comes all the way back to him. His health, if he's able to play all 16 and at a high level, the Colts are automatically transformed.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. Shelling through the defense. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Luck. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. This is Wilkins. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Luck. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Doyle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Passing. It's Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. score. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. It's them with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Throwing. Dalton. Underneath. This is Bernard. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Mixon with a 1st down carry. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
second down. Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to kick points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on fourth down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's Locke. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Colts on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On the carry, it's Wilkins. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Yeah, 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Locke. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Locke. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Throwing is Locke. He can run for it, and he will. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Locke showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well. Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Here's Locke. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. So if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. First and 10 for Dalton. That's complete. Bernard journeying, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds. 368. Now Dalton with a first and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to roam now. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on first and 10. On first and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Bullock will put this one through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They are in the second quarter down in Miami. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. First and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And Dalton to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he stopped immediately there. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The connection since 2011, Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down. first down throw coming for Dalton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
368!
3rd down from the gun. Dalton. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jabal Sheard in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
You're right.
Now it's locked. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Preston Brown, there to knock that one away.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Locke. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Now, this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line. And after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And taken at the 46. Called out a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd, 45 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Locke. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks.
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Dalton, 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Dalton now to pass. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Green. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw here, Dalton. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. They'll give it to him up the middle. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They send Green to the left on his own. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Here's Mixon. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Bullock will put this one through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Muscles it under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Geno Atkins in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Looking deep for Hilton. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 3rd and long. It's Locke. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Carl Lawson in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 22. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Not a big deal on that one. Just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. South only to about the 33. Keenan Robinson, the one that got him down.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
368.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
The Bengals hoping Mixon improves on the numbers from his rookie year. He's back there again on 1st down. Dalton gives to Bernard. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Second down, Dalton. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Luck, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. A shotgun snap for Locke. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Nick Vigil. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. First and 10 for Dalton. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Dalton here from the gun. He drops it off for Bernard. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, 31 yards. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
Yeah. Now a hit and Locke lost the football. It's out, and the Bengals have recovered it.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Oh, passing it. Dalton. He's going to walk one. Deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, 40 yards. And the Bengals take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run it here with Wilkins. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Hurry, hurry! Tight end right. Watch tight. Tight end right. 4 down, 4 down. Check, check.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. One last throw here for Luck. Escaping the pressure right. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the fly over, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it, because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Cincinnati, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.